Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Catherine, aka Ren with Honey Coated Ashes. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Friday Eve. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, and today, or Thursdays are usually the days that I start to set up for the next week. So I figured I was going to do that and that I would take you guys along. And also I got some Happy Mail today from the Shine Sticker Studio. If you guys aren't aware, they do sales. I think it's $2 Tuesdays and then they do $3 Thursdays. And they just had their $3 Thursday a week ago. And it came in and I opened it, you know, because hello. And I took everything already out of the cellophane to help cut down on the glare. But I love it that they do these personalized name stickers. So I usually will cut this out and keep it. So I opened it from the bottom. And this week's haul was Halloween themed. Like their sale was Halloween themed. So this, I'll just go through this real quick. So these are some freebies. This one you had to put in like the name of this rain boot to get it. And so this is cute. I don't know how well this is picking me up, but hopefully you guys can see it. And then this thank you for your awesomeness. And then I ordered some sticky notes. Oh, this is October's freebie. If you guys, I don't know if you can really see that. So bear with me again with the lighting and the microphone. I don't know if I'll ever get this down, but you know, this is not a high production situation. But anyways, here's the freebie. And then I ordered these post-it notes. Really cute little posters. I didn't take these out of the cellophane. And I already have a lot of Shine Sticker Studio stuff. I just haven't used it in a while. I haven't even had an order from them since like last April or something. So I have the cute little colorful monthly stickers. They'll fit perfectly in here. And I don't know what I'm going to actually use it for, but you know, they're cute. So I got that. And then here's the good stuff. So I got these kits. And these were like $3. They're $3 sheets, and something in here was like $1.75. But here's the first one. It's just a really colorful, like Hawaii looking Halloween ghosties and bats and stuff. And this is the matching headers. And usually I write my headers in, but I'm gonna try something different this week and use the stickers. And then I have these for the date stamps or the date stickers. So this is going to be fun. I'm trying to decide. I'm pretty sure this is the set I'm going to use to set up next week. But I also got this set, more bloody spooky day headers. And then this is the matching date sticker. So cute. Can you see that? There you go. So cute. And then this is the Bujo stickers that came with that set. I should have done this a little differently, but whatever. We move. And then here's Mean Ghouls. I saw this last year, and I think it came with a whole kit, or it was like one of their subscriptions. So I'm glad I caught it on sale. And then on Wednesdays, we wear black. On Wednesdays, we wear black. And then this was the one I think was $1.75 because these are 2025 mini month, like the year at a glance. I was planning on using it for like a year at a glance on my 2025 memory keeping situation. Why is it getting dark? Is it getting dark for you guys? Oh no, it's not. It's my anyways. It was just my monitor, my laptop going dark. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna plan on using these as part of my 2025 memory keeping backdating situation, and I think that was it. So yeah, not too bad of a haul. So yes, I'm gonna leave that one out because that's what we're going to use. And I had already had some stuff from Planner Monkey Co. And so I had this saved in this week's or next week's spread because I wanted to use this, but then this came. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use this in my musings spread, you know, use it for that, or in my wellness weeks. Somewhere in that, because I do want to use this week, and I have plenty because these have 2 weeks worth of date headers on them, and so does the other set. So that's like the whole month for my dailies. And then these I could use, and I have another, I think it might be in here actually. So yeah, this is, I didn't show you guys this. This is the haul I got from Planner Monkey Co. Just some coffee stickers, my emotional support Stanleys, her little freebies. Really cute. And then her Halloween theme stuff. This was also on sale. She did like a 35% off sale before the Planner Boss sale. Girl, smart with her marketing because I hit both sales up. But anyways, so this stuff came, and these are just other random ones. I swear there was like another theme, like one of these sets somewhere. Girl, you know you got too much stuff when you can't remember where anything is. Anyways, so I just keep that here for now. All right, so these are the kits that we're working with. Let's move all this back over here. All right, so set that there for now. Like I said, I'm done with my last book. We are in, well, I'm not done, but I'm wrapping up the last week in my current book, and we are moving into my October book, which, oh, this is another thing that came. So I also ordered, excuse the glare, I also ordered 2 covers, clear vinyl covers from Lauren Phelps Design as part of her Planner Boss sale, collaborative sale. And this is the one that has like the cuts here for the TN strings, so it doesn't like mess up your actual book or, you know, tear up the binding on the book. And then it also has like these little, can I get in here? These like little cutouts here on the front and on the back. And currently I have a book from Paper Penguin Co. slid in that I'm going to be using for like journaling, like the heavy stuff that y'all not going to see. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here, but I was just testing it out. So it allows you to have more books in your binder without using all of the strings. So that was cool. I thought it was cool. It also has like these little pockets inside. So yeah, this is the book. This is what we're doing. I've already started my faith devotional faith companion for this week in here because that ended out of the book I was using. And let's go ahead and check off today. I'm trying to see here. Where do I want to go? We are going to today. Duh. So I already, before I decided to like bring you guys along with me, I already added in my schedule timeline to the pages. But that's it. So my normal routine is, let me show you guys. So today, let's see where we're at. Let me get a clear empty day. Okay, so here's our empty day. So this is what the final layouts usually look like. It has my running schedule, a divider, my reading. I don't know. I was like, something's happening. For those of y'all who are, you know, 80s babies, 90s kids, women, you know that we're hitting a certain stage in our life. And this pretty much sums it up. I don't know. My hand just moves across the page and the words that I'm thinking don't come out correctly. You know, you go into a room, you're standing there, can't remember why you were there or how you even got there. That's what this is. That's all I can explain. So anyway, that's supposed to say reading. I digress. So anyways, this is what the layouts look like. So I usually will go through and lay down my dates for the pages. Then I will do my day of the week. Then I come back and do my timeline and then fill in the rest of this. So I was starting to do that. Oh, let me bring you guys along. So we will go ahead and follow that same pattern. This is going to be my tracker that I haven't drawn out yet. So I said we are using this one. So I need the date stickers. So now, do I want to go right into spooky or do I want to kind of ease in? I like this. I like these colors. I'm pretty sure I have these in my Tombos. So the color theme based off of this is going to be this hot pink, purple, and I'm thinking that teal. I don't know if the color is even picking up correctly for you guys, but that's like a tealish green. So let's go through and lay down. Let's see. Where are my things? Okay, so today's the 6th because I almost just started with the 1st, and that would not be a good look. So we are doing the 6th, and I don't know, I might speed this part up, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see, story time. I did have something I was going to say Okay, well, until I can figure out that, why would it be two yellows? It was like a light and then a darker yellow. Until I can figure out what I was going to say. On the way up here, I was walking past, you know how your TVs go into like sleep mode on Netflix and start scrolling through like the coming soons and all that stuff. So as I was coming up here, I saw that there's a movie out, I guess, of Ruth and Boaz. And it says it's the #1 movie right now, y'all. The way I'm about to go watch that when we're done up here. Absolutely. That's like one of my favorite stories in the Bible. Love it. And I like that the characters look well, I only got a quick glance and it was like a still shot. So from that shot, they did look semi, ethnic. I don't know. So that'll be fun. I mean, what day of the week are we doing here? I'm like, where's my calendar? I need to know like how far. I'm pretty sure I already have it like tabbed out, but so we are doing the 6th through the 12th. Okay. So these pages should end at the 12th. Again with this paper. So it dawned on me after I made the last video, I was talking about how dry the Stalogy paper is compared to Sterling ink. It dawned on me that Sterling ink uses Tomoe River paper. And that's probably why it's so soft and smooth. But like, I don't know. I guess I haven't been in a weeks in a while because I don't remember my weeks feeling soft and smooth like this. Sterling ink does. But who knows? Okay, so now we are going to put down the headers. Oh, and these are, I think I ordered 2 different types because they have the vinyl removable ones and then this other one, premium matte. Okay, so I don't want the wording up there, so let's see, does that cover it up some? It does. That's cute. I need to move it over some though. So I got the premium. One of them is like vinyl removable, or maybe they both are, and then one of them is premium matte. Look at that. This is why I love Shine Sticker Studio. With no problem. This must be the removable vinyl. It doesn't say. I have to look at my order. Okay, let's try to move it a little bit closer. Hello? Maybe from this angle? Okay, there we go. You would think I know what I'm doing. Oh, that's nice. I like that. I'm so used to seeing like my own handwriting up there. But this is nice. A nice little change. So anyways, I don't know. I don't really have much going on or much to talk about, which is why I always feel like, oh, I don't need to record. I don't have anything to say. So, but then, we all have stuff going on, right? Well, most of us do. I just can't seem to think of it when I'm sitting here talking to y'all. But, so I might just, put some music over this and speed it up. Well, we shall see. We shall see. And I also have to get used to the fact that you guys are watching me and trying to do stuff on the camera. These stickers are heavy. I feel like I need almost 2 tweezers. Performance issue. You may not be optimized to run. I swear. Is it not going to record now? I'm going to get a new phone because I like the convenience of recording on my phone. And the one I have is just ain't gonna work. But I'm messing around trying to decide if I want to go to Xfinity Mobile. They are trying to get me over there, or stay with T-Mobile, who I've had for, over 20 years. As I like to call T-Maybe. I don't realize how bad T-Mobile's coverage is because I'm always at home on my Wi-Fi until I need to use it outside. And I'm like, man, y'all suck. But I've been having some issues with Comcast or Xfinity, whatever the hell they're called. Like my cable has been having all kind of issues since like July. They finally got a tech out here and replaced some utility boxes and whoop. I go today, after work, actually a couple hours ago, I go to, finally make the decision because I want a new phone, especially now that I'm going to be recording. Made the decision to switch over and I call Comcast and my bill is like crazy. I'm like, what? Am I hello? Like I literally just canceled everything just to have internet because your girl, just like the rest of us, I'm sure, has a bunch of streaming services, which, by the way, Hulu got the nerve to want to increase their pricing. Like, can y'all stop? That's crooked. Can you guys even see? Is this like glaring really badly? It is. Okay, well, you know, we move. Hulu got the nerve to want to raise their price. I'm like, can you guys please stop? Like, you're not offering anything new to warrant this raise. Anyways, but because we got all the streaming services, I'm like, why am I paying for cable and I don't ever watch any of these channels? Like, there's almost too much choice. Like, it gives me anxiety just flipping through the menu, just trying to figure out what to watch. So I canceled it. I canceled everything. And all I have now is the internet. And every time I call for the issues I was having, they were just, do you want Xfinity Mobile? Do you want a free line? Do you want a free line? Do you want a free line? I'm like, oh my God, can we fix my current problem first, please? Thanks. But who don't like, free and less expensive? So they have a thing in my area anyway, where it's 4 lines for $60 for the first year, and then $100 after that, which is less still than my T-Mobile bill. So now that they fixed my cable, I was like, okay, well, fine. Let's give it a go. Let's try it out. I call, and like I said, the bill was crazy, and I'm like, what in the hell? And I look, they charged me $100 for the tech that came out, and I'm like, first of all, I get that charge if it was like my fault, like I just didn't have something plugged in right, or whatever. But y'all got me fucked twisted. This was your equipment that was faulty and needed to be replaced. Why am I getting charged for that? Please tell me. So the wait time, I mean, once I finally got through the damn automated, the wait time to talk to anybody was 45 minutes. I was like, you guys are just playing in my face. 45 minutes. So as I'm on hold for I don't know how long. No, it was like 25 minutes by the time I was done. There go my scissors. Sorry, I'm trying to find the color that I want to use. I'm afraid that this is not even going to record. I'm already at 18 minutes. That's crazy. I'm afraid it's not going to record because my stuff's acting up. So that's a deep, deep blue. I don't need that deep color. I thought I had another pink. I do. And I have like a hot pink. There we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see. So while I was on hold, because they were like, we can call you back. I was like, no, just keep me on the phone, please. I get on their app to use the little techie, the little live chat thing. So I'm on hold. I'm not losing my space. And I'm also texting this guy to see what they can do. And he was like, oh, no, you shouldn't have got charged. I was like, I know I should not have. And so he put in a ticket to get that all, refunded and stuff. But I'm like, man, I've had so many issues with y'all. Do I really want to try? Do I really want to chance it and move my one more service to you? I don't know. Maybe that yellow too. This is like a rose. I know that one. Definitely this. I think this hot pink is going to be it. We'll figure out, and this yellow. Let's see. We'll figure out which blue. We'll do a test in the back. I think there was some orange in one of these. So yeah, so that's where I'm at, y'all. So for right now, aren't these are some, this color pattern is one of the LGBTQA plus colors. Sorry. So for now, I'm rocking with my webcam. I did mount the webcam though, so there's that. So hopefully it's not going to be as shaky, but I want to use my phone because it's just easier. So I wanted to test out these blues, right? So this is a 452. You would think they would have this stuff on here better, but it like scrapes off so easily. All right, so this is a 452. I think this is the color I like. And then this one is a 407. Oh yeah, that's too dark. Yeah, it's too dark. So then this is the pink. These are for my reading. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this. This came in like a strawberry set, like a strawberry shortcake set. But on its own, it's $7.25. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's $7.25. Love it. So these are the two colors. These are my two accent colors. And then let's check out this yellow with it. Just put it up here. Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Maybe I'll use that for my actual writing. I usually keep in here the color that I use when I do my devotional writing or my affirmation writing on my daily page. So the yellow will probably be for that. Because see, there's yellow. There's like a bright yellow though. I don't care. I like the darker yellow. All right, so what's next is my reading and writing. So usually I will alter. I usually do like pink, blue, and then blue, pink, and whatever back and forth. And maybe I'll throw a yellow, pink, a yellow, blue. Last week I just did it all green and brown, and that kind of got boring. So I also changed where I stopped my time at 8 o'clock because usually I don't have anything else going past 8. I might have events and stuff that start at 8 o'clock, but after 8 o'clock, like, we ain't doing nothing. We're doing this, watching TV, whatever. See, and this is the only thing too, is I like taking the books in and out of the covers, but with it in this, I'm kind of like, I'm stuck. So it's a dilemma, but it's not a full binder right now, so it shouldn't be a problem with doing this. All right, so let's see, where do I want to start? Here, let's start from the bottom, so I have enough room to write. And I just, just make a little circle and do this little fun, leave it open. And then, so that's watching, and then this is reading, and I can't even front. I've been off my reading game this week. And it don't have to be perfect. It doesn't blend through. Okay, good. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I've been off my reading game. So, and this is the dilemma. I get into so many books, and I use Libby, right? Because I have Audible. I've been an Audible girly since my daughter was a baby when I first discovered it. So like 17 years. I think I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna put pink up here now. So I have been with Audible forever, and I love ooh, dang, I'm just, girl. Oh, Lord, the thing that went down. I'm drawing up. Where is a piece of paper? I feel like I have some scratch paper or something. Or here, let me just do this real quick. Because I'm just getting, these things are juicy and wet and new. Let me stop. So anyways, with Audible, I don't like using my credits. Like, I hoard them. Like, they're, precious. They're precious. And so once I discovered, whatchamacallit, I think we'll throw some yellow. Once I discovered Libby, like the library apps, if I can get it for free, I'm going to get it for free. I'm not going to use my credits. And so that's what's got me caught up. And I think Audible is like, you're tripping. Like, we're not going to keep rolling these over. Because I don't have as many credits as I usually do by now. All that to say, you get 21 days. Oh, I like that. I like that combination. You get 21 days to read the books with Libby. And you would think that's enough time. That's 3 weeks. Jeez, right? Nope, not for me. And so I'm in the middle of a bunch of books and they get returned because other people are waiting. Because in this economy, we all want it free. And so I'm like halfway through like 3 books right now, which is kind of annoying. So what I've done, and I'm going to probably move in here at some point. I don't want to do these two together. I don't like that. What I'm probably going to do at some point is put in a book notes section in here because I have it in a separate notebook where I just jot down quick summaries of like what I just read in case the book gets returned before I can finish it. So that when I get it back, I know where I left off, I can kind of like refresh my memory. Ooh, I should make that bigger. I hope this is picking me up. Because what I don't want to do is a voiceover. Can we talk about that? So that's what I've been doing. Is keeping track that way. But I've also been on my YouTube and Twitch kick tough, which means I'm not listening to my books. So all that to say, there's a lot of slashes in this week's reading category because I didn't read nothing, right? I didn't even watch much this week, but I still have it because even if I didn't, that tells a story too. When I go back and review my books, I can see, something was going on that you didn't get your reading in. All right, so then these are down, and these ones should be dry by now that I can write on them. So let's go ahead and close these up before they mark up this desk anymore. So yeah, if you guys are not put on, your local library generally has some type of app where you can check out audiobooks or ebooks. And the ebooks, if you have a Kindle, you can check them out and then load them to your Kindle for free. Free 99. I love it. So, there's that. And then obviously there's Audible, and there's a couple other ones I don't use. I just stick with Audible and Libby. So I'm getting hot, y'all. Why is it so hot in here? Like it's cooling down. It's it's the fall. I think I was gonna turn my AC on, but I unplugged it yesterday because if it ain't one thing, it's another, y'all. So this is reading. Okay, let's see if I can write reading correctly. Reading. And then watching. So my AC is unplugged because I have one of like the window units, and yesterday, was it yesterday? Y'all might watch one of the moments take place while I'm writing these out. I almost said Wednesday. This is watching. Let's see if I can do two things at once. So yesterday on my lunch, I call myself going to the kitchen, because that's what you do on your lunch, to make something to eat. And see, look, I did it already. What is that? Is that an EA? Okay. ADING. I need stickers. I need to find some clear stickers to say reading and watching, or have somebody make me some, because the way I cannot write, apparently. So I'm going to make lunch, and I turn my oven light on, and it doesn't come on. And I'm like, oh, well, finally, shit, it's only been like 10 years. The light finally blew out. So then I retch around to turn on the kitchen light. The kitchen lights don't come on. I'm like, okay, the hell? I go to open the refrigerator. The refrigerator's dark. I'm like, oh my, I don't have the bandwidth for this. I'm not having a very stable week. I can't do this, right? So the refrigerator's off, the microwave's off, everything is off. My printer, like that's the circuit that the printer is on, is off. And all I'm thinking is I can't print anything. And I just went shopping yesterday. Everything's going to go bad in the fridge. So I'm just like, okay, let me go flip some switches. So I go in the garage and I'm, flipping the switches in the boxes and stuff. And nothing. I did it 2 times. Waited in between, just turned everything off. I just flipped it all back on. Nothing. Mind you, I'm on a lunch break, so I only have like 20 minutes left at this point, and I'm still hungry, but I'm like, okay, let me figure this out. So I call the power company, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, it's a partial outage because my work laptop, my work computer area, like the stove, which is in between the microwave and the fridge, was still on. Like the clock was on. So I'm like, okay, these must be on different circuits. Like this particular circuit is what's off. So I call the power company, and she's like, yeah, we'll get somebody out there, but you may need to hire an electrician. If it's not our equipment, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, things I don't have time for. That right there. So I was like, can you just send you guys out and just check, because it's a partial outage, because something's off. Literally. Let's see, reading. So she does, and then she calls me back after she puts in the order for the text. She calls me back and she's like, hey, I was just thinking there's a switch outside by the meter box. If your master switch in the garage didn't reset it, this probably will. Thing is that this is a multifamily unit. Like it's a townhouse, a duplex. Like it's a shared, I don't know what the hell they call it, multifamily, right? It's two of us. We live here, and there's another one on the other side. And so I was like, well, if I switch that off, is that going to turn their stuff off too? Because they got like a newborn baby, and I don't know what their situation is. I don't need to turn their power off in the middle of the day. So she's like, yeah, maybe there's a possibility. I said, I'm not flipping nothing. I'm not touching nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Please send the tech out. And she was like, well, how old is your house? It could be that it just can't, you can't, the older houses are not meant to keep up with the amount of electricity we're using. I was like, oh, okay, yep, girl. So anyway, so the guys come, pound on my door like the police, scared the hell out of me. Um, okay, so I did that. Sorry, let's pause on that story. Here I'm thinking I have anything to talk about, right? And we're already at like 30 minutes. It's crazy. So next I go in and I do my schedule, which tends to be the same every day. So it's me and my daughter, because my son's away at university and my husband works all kind of crazy hours all over the place. So our schedules are the ones that are consistent. So I need to go and look to see if she has any type of like off days. No. There's a no school. There's on Veterans Day. Is that Veterans Day on the 13th? Or Indigenous Day? I don't know. But she's off that day. It's not next week. Okay, so we're good. So it's pretty simple. You know, she has the same work schedule or the same school schedule. I have the same work schedule. Let's not have that glaring. So that's what I'll do. I'll write it in first. I don't usually use this. I use oh, these are the felt ones. Okay, so these are the Papermates, the old school Papermate flares, the mediums, and I used to steer clear of these like the plague. I have some in my bag over here, but I don't like the way they write. They're too thin, they're too scratchy. I never liked them. But I was at Walmart and I saw these right here, these dual tip ones, right? I'm just all over the place tonight. I hope y'all can keep up. I saw these dual tip ones and I've been looking for a good black like header pin, and I have a Tombow, but it's like dried out and I haven't got another one. So I was like, okay, let's go. This is kind of cool. So here's the, this is like a Tombow flare tip situation. I don't know. Let's do like the makeup girlies. And there's a whole pack of them with a bunch of colors. It's pretty cool. So there was also a pack that was like discounted because somebody either returned them or the package was all busted. So it was down to like $1.40 for two. So I was like, oh yeah. So I'm actually kind of glad because I like it now. So anyway, so my work, I start at 8:30. So that's just in between here. Did it crack? Hello? Oh, okay. Oh, good grief. Okay, so right here. So I do work and then I take my lunch, which I will get back to that lunchtime story, and then I'm off. And then school for her, she's out around this time is when she goes. So I just do school and then when she goes home. So that's why I'll go through and do that. So anyway, so she she calls me back. I was like, yeah, I'm not touching it. Whatever. Shortly thereafter, the tech comes pounding on my door like he's SWAT. And he's like, hey, we're here. We're going to look around, blah, 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 blah. And as I'm talking, my neighbor comes out and is looking like, oh, you're having issues too. I'm like, yeah, that's why there's a big ass utility truck outside. I'm like, so I assume you are. He's like, yeah, I've been trying to figure it out for like the past couple hours. And it's only half my house. Oops. It's only half my house. And I was like, yep, same here. So the tech was like, oh, so it's more likely our equipment, something's off. I was like, okay, great, please, because I do not want to have to track down a freaking electrician. So he gets to work doing his thing, whatever. He's like, you may lose power. I'm like, whatever. I'm only working. I'm only trying to make a living. Don't worry about me. And like 20 minutes later, he's like, hey, we think we found the problem. And now there's two of them. I'm like, I don't know where your buddy came from. He's like, we think we found the problem, but we need to call in the specialist. I'm like, okay, sure. Meantime, between time, my fridge is off. It's getting dark because it's, it was lunchtime. It wasn't quite getting dark yet. It was like 2 by the time he got here. And by the time he left, it was like around 3:30ish. So we had to wait for the new crew to come through. The new crew comes, again, pounding like the police. I'm like, that must be part of their training. And he's like, yeah, we know where it is. We know the problem. We're going to have to cut power to everything and possibly cut out part of your driveway, the concrete. Huh? He's like, yeah, depending on where the wire is, we may have to cut some of the, I just want to see, look at this. Look at this. Y'all seeing it live. We may have to cut through your concrete. I was like, well, let's hope not. Okay, let's hope not. So I let my manager know. I'm like, hey, I might be out any minute here. So he's like, yep, you got 5 minutes or like 2 minutes and we're cutting everything. So I'm running back to my desk and it's like 15 minutes before I'm supposed to be off. And I'm like, I don't care. I just logged everything out and then just commence to sit in the dark. So now this is why I get messed up because I get going in habit and we don't have a schedule. We don't go to school or work on Fridays or Saturdays. So let me stop. I'm glad I caught myself. So it's like, it's like close to 5 o'clock at this point and the power's out and I'm sitting in the back at my desk that faces the back sliding door. So I have light and that's like the only speck of light that's in the house at this point because it's just dark. It's getting dark. Even though it's bright outside because it's only like 5, we're in that time of the year, that season. And so all I'm thinking is like, man, I am so grateful for modern conveniences like electricity because what were they doing at 5 o'clock in October at 5 o'clock on the Pioneer on the fronts and them cottages. I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyways, okay, so here, this is not, y'all cannot see on this. I almost like that lighting better. Why was I struggling with this bright ass light? Okay, sorry y'all. I hope it's still picking up decently. Anyways, so that's all I was thinking about while I was like updating my journal and stuff was like, how did they, okay, I can't see. I don't want my head in. Can y'all see still? Oh, you can see my hair a little bit. Here we go. That's all I could think of was like, what did they do? And then I was like, I got to thinking of Little House on the Prairie and was like, Laura and then was like sewing socks and shit and mending clothes. Hey, not even writing. Let me get the other one out. I like using this one because it's thin. But I'm just noticing like the paper pens I don't have issues with in other paper. I don't want to say it because I love Stalogy, but I just haven't been in it in a while, and I've been in the Tomoe River paper, and I'm not a paper snob, but I'm noticing some differences. So anyways, so I'm sitting there in the dark for like 45 minutes to an hour just contemplating life, and then the lights came on. Is this okay? I think it's writing. Then the lights came on and it was like, oh, hallelujah. Everything came on, buzzing on, and just whatever. So I was happy because I was like, okay, yay. And then he dipped out, and he said, see, this is what got me with the Xfinity, was he told me beforehand, he was like, yeah, it's our equipment, you're not going to be charged. So here I am on the phone with Xfinity trying to change that up, and like I see this charge and I was like, okay, even if I was gonna be charged, why would you guys not tell me that ahead of time? I mean, mind you, I needed it to be fixed, but like, don't talk about you about to cut my service because I'm behind on my bill because y'all threw an extra $100 on it. First of all, I'm not behind. Second of all, what is this? Yeah, I'm still livid. So anyways, dang, this looks so much better. I have to see how this looks in post. I might not even need that light because it's so bright. It's like harsh, and I think it's making me hot. And I'm sorry, y'all. I talk real fast, and I stutter sometimes, and bite my tongue and inside of my cheek. Like, it's a hot fucking mess sometimes. So I hope you can understand me, because I also tend to swallow my words. I still stutter, but I used to have a really bad stutter as a kid. And my mother, bless her heart, did not put me in speech therapy. I had to figure that shit out on my own. So my speech is not the best, and I do tend to eat my words and my consonants sometimes. So I hope you guys can keep up with what I'm saying. Yeah. So that's it. There was something else I was going to say. I do not remember. But if it comes back, it comes back. If it don't, it don't. We just going to sit here until it does. Okay, there. No, I feel like it was important. And you know what I tend to do? So I've gotten, oh my God. See, this stuff is on the ground and I'm like moving my feet around, and that's what's causing everything to shake. So I used to have really bad, I don't know if I can say used to, I have anxiety. Like, we all have freaking anxiety. Like, who doesn't have anxiety at this point? But whatever was miswired got rewired when I was on my medication, right? So my anxiety is nowhere near as severe as it used to be. Um, but I used to have to write down, like when I made like phone calls for me were just like, ooh, girl, busting out sweat. You know that meme of the dude from Get Out, not from Get Out, but he's the one that wrote, the director, I think it was him. Anyways, the meme is him like just sweating bullets, like somebody poured a glass of water over his head. He's just sweating from being so nervous. Like that is me. That used to be me when I had to make any kind of phone calls. And I have notebooks of me writing scripts and like practicing what I was going to say before making the call. Um, which people who know me, they would never know. Like this, if they ever found my channel, they'd be like, what? Like, hi, masking. People they just don't know. So anyways, I was going somewhere with the story. I had to write, I don't know where I was going with the story. I was going somewhere, but I took a detour somewhere down on like 5th Street and now it's just gone. So we're just going to leave that alone. That's it, you guys. I think we're at 42 minutes. That's crazy. That's wild. No, it's not it. I haven't even put my stickers down. My stickers. Okay, so let's just try to hurry this part up. So that's pretty much the layout. And then I add dinner and water down here. Y'all see? That's gonna bug me. I was going somewhere with that story. What was what was I saying before? I don't remember. And now I'm gonna be like focused on that. So anyway, let's do dinner. And this helps too when I'm like meal planning and I don't know what I'm going to use for my water header. So I'll just draw in my little makeshift droplets. This helps me because I don't like cooking. I don't like recipes. I don't like figuring out how to make something. I know what I know and I cook what I cook, you know? And I understand the days in like the 80s and 90s. I almost wrote diner. Where it was like Taco Tuesday, Meatloaf Monday, Spaghetti Thursday. You know, you had the same shit every day. I understand the moms of that era because, hello, that's me now. But I try to, give it some variety. So looking back on my days to see like, okay, what did we have last week? So I don't repeat it this week, even though it probably gets repeated like every other week. So that comes in handy. And then also lets me know like how often we're eating out, how often, we're eating leftovers. Because I cook, honestly, like I cook about 3 times a week, maybe 4, depending on like what I cooked and how much of it I cooked. Because our girl's tired. Shit, we're working all day, up all day, and cleaning and doing everything. I'm not in the kitchen every day, sorry. And then so let's draw my water droplets. Y'all, that's still bugging me. I was talking about scripting and writing before I called somebody, having to make a call. Maybe it was to call Comcast. No, because I don't have the issue so much anymore. Like I can do pretty well. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Dang. Ooh. So I did script for this right here, this video. I wrote down some key points that I wanted to talk about because I don't tend to do well off the cuff. And so that was what I had wrote down, but I left it downstairs. So, there's that. That's where I was going with it. It reminded me of my days when I had to script before making phone calls. And I did that for this video to write down, have some talking points. But I left it downstairs. So that's where that story was. He wasn't even that important, but dang, it was bothering me that I couldn't remember it. Okay, so dinner. Why am I writing like this? And this is the thing too. I need a fat barrel pen. I don't write well with you see these hands? You see these ham hocks? I need a big pen. That did not look right, but you know where I was going with this. So, let's see. This is my baby right here. These, Bic Gelocities, love them. I don't usually like gel pens, but this one's perfect. And the barrel is nice and wide. It has a grip on it. This is my go-to. And then this too, this Uniball Signo, is 0.7. I have a bunch of refills because I fell in love with this one too, but it's drying out. This I think is a fresh one because the other one I was using on the other video I threw away because it was drying out. So I say that and then I'm not even going to like write any better. That should be up a little bit because whatever sticker I'm going to use there is probably going to be bigger. So anyway, y'all, that's That's it. Look, see, I didn't write no better. I think I'm just afraid of shaking the table, which is not even shaking that much. So I don't know why I'm tripping. I'm just overthinking. I'm overthinking. And oh my gosh, I have an overthinking little printout that I have in my other book. And it's so relevant right now. I'm overthinking. Oh, y'all, guess what? So I know y'all don't know me, right? You're getting to know me. So maybe this will be more relevant next year. But like I said many times before, I'm on a weight loss journey. Okay, your girl's chunky, your girl's thick, right? And today on my lunch break, yeah, it was today because that stuff happened yesterday. Today on my lunch break, I took a walk to the mailbox. Usually I'll drive because I only have 30 minutes and I want to get there and back. But I was like, it's nice out. It's probably one of the last nice sunny days we're going to have, this season. So I walked. It's only like a 10-minute walk. And last year, so I began my health journey, like getting serious with it last fall, right? Like end of August, September. And dang, if you guys are still here at 47 minutes, like I appreciate you. And so I was taking walks more often at the end of fall, end of September, August, September. And I was recording myself just to record, because one of the things that I always wish I did on previous weight loss journeys, because there haven't been many, was take more documentation, take more footage, take more pictures of like what I looked like in the process, whatever. So I took a couple of videos last year out on my walks, and when I walked I'm thinking diner, and so I'm forcing myself to write dinner. So today going to the mailbox, I was like, hey, let me just record a video. It's been a while since I've done that. And so I pulled it out, and y'all, I compared, I took a screenshot of my video from last year this time, and then this one. Man, you don't see it when you're going through it, but like the way my face is showing holy crap, 40 plus pounds, almost 40 pounds down. That's crazy. Body dysmorphia is such a thing. It's such a thing because I always see, most people see themselves bigger in the mirror than what they really are. It goes both ways, because I've always seen myself smaller, like thinner. Have you guys seen y'all know Shallow Hal? Right? So like he sees her as thin and he don't understand why the bench is breaking, right? Because she's like 300-400 pounds. So that's like my case. Like I always saw myself smaller than what I really was. So like when my clothes started getting tight, I'm like, why are my clothes getting tight? I'm not that big. I don't understand. This is the wrong size. This size is not right. Like, why am I in this size? I'm not that big. So my body dysmorphia was backwards. So now that I'm on the way down, I don't see it, because I still see myself as small, even though I'm not. Well, I'm not big. Let me not, like, this is giving me some distortion. I'm not really big. But, so seeing that picture was like, oh, wow, this is, 45 pounds really does look different. Yeah, and my clothes are like starting to fall off, and so that's all great, but I still have a long way to go. I think that's it, you guys. Let's see, we're at 50 minutes. I might be able to just throw down some of these, and I'm probably gonna have to supplement, because I usually use what's that book? These ones. I usually use like this. Did y'all see my arm? Yeah, you can see I'm a little chunky. I usually use this Live Love Posh books, because they're just great, and they have big stickers and big corner pieces, and they have some girls in here, and I usually do my whole sets. I'll just pick a couple, like I would just like do these two right here, which I'm saving, and then I'll just do my whole spreads, right? So this is the first time that I'm doing the spread with I'm eating the mic, with just like this. So I'm probably gonna have to supplement it with some other stickers, because this is not a lot, but we'll start. Let's start with her, because her hair's pretty. These feel so great. I love it. Get out the way. All right, let's put her like at an angle. Where's my? Let's be extra, y'all. I have my actual scrapbook. I can't even talk. My actual scrapbook. What are these called? Tweezers. Downstairs. Them downstairs. It's this little cauldron. I feel like I'm going to put something out of this cauldron, or like on top of it. Oh, I can write. I think you can write on these. I think you can actually. So that'd be nice to like write something down here in this corner. I feel like, see, yeah, I'm gonna have to fill this stuff in with some other things. But for now, let's just do like this. Let's do the corners and like the main pieces with these. Hello, I'm like all on my lap. Hello. Okay, see, sometimes being extra don't pay off. There we go. Come on. Oh, and I need to write in. I'm gonna put this over here. No. See, I missed a step. Because I will usually put my weather. So let's just stick to the corners. Let's just not be extra. Put him down here. And then that's what I do. So that's my routine, y'all, is I come through, I put in my schedule, I put in my schedule timeline, I fill in, you know, the repetitive stuff, which is work and school. Sometimes I think I'll put it on the line. What's Tuesday? I don't have anything scheduled, so this shouldn't get in the way of anything. It's cute. Work and school, and then I put down, you know, what I'm reading, what I'm watching, what we ate for dinner, keeping track of my water. And then the weather, I'll go through my app, the weather app, and it only goes out, since I start on Thursdays, I tend to only get out to Saturday. So sometimes I forget to put Sundays on. So you ever see me doing a flip through and Sundays is missing? Y'all, why am I fighting with this? Why am I fighting? And Sundays is missing. That's why. So I'll do that. I'm not going to do that here because this is getting long. That came down so bumpy. So I guess maybe next time I'll record doing my musings with the other kit. I might just put that on Instagram, or just record it on Instagram maybe. I don't know. Cause I'm low key. This is why I start on Thursdays. Cause I don't do my whole setup. If I did everything on Sunday, oh my gosh, this wouldn't be fun. It'd be stressful and another task, another chore. So this is what I do in the evening as like my downtime. Oh, I like that there. As like my downtime, you know, just kind of relax, contemplate my day, whatever. Look forward to my next week. And so I give myself space and give myself time. So next, you know, tomorrow or later, not tonight, because this is probably it off for tonight. But like tomorrow I will work on these other sections. So like I have to draw out and decorate my musings. I have to draw out my layout for my prayers, my letters, and then the bujo, which I'm having a lot of fun in. And then I still have to do like my next week's affirmation layout. So I still have a lot. Oh, y'all. What do I want to use this for? This week, clearly. This is also Shine Sacred Studio. So anyways, so I still have a lot to do, right? But it's quick. And I usually will do it like when I'm watching TV, or just, you know, I probably will be recording with y'all up here now. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to finish this up, and then I will post my before the pin posting that I'm in the habit of doing now on Instagram. So if you guys want to check that out, check out the final, you know, the final look. It is Honey Coated Ashes on Instagram. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you stuck it out this long, please like put a pumpkin. If you're still here at the end, let me know by putting, you ain't gotta say nothing, just throw a pumpkin into the comments just to let me know that you made it this far, and I appreciate you immensely. So yeah, guys, until the next time, I hope you have a great rest of your week. I probably will get another video up hopefully this week of my other sections, maybe, or maybe some more devotionals. You guys seem to like that. But yeah, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.